What's happening? What's up? What's going on? It's your boy Camo the man, no kicking with my nigga Two Phone Tone. Back on another
Yeah.
afterthought special. Niggas is blazing. What you blazing? I know you blazing occasion.
Oh my God, this Blue Magoo, man, no bullshit. Like in the span of us just talking, like 40 minutes, like 40 seconds, no bullshit. I rolled the wood, pause, in 40 fucking seconds
You
just to
said
get the rest of this Blue Magoo.
you said
We
rolled,
rolled the
right?
wood,
Okay, yeah,
rolled
these
the wood.
audio
You
joints
feel
be
me?
picking up crazy. I
Yeah,
ain't trying to have our listeners trying
yeah.
to get at
That's
you.
right. Yeah, yeah. You
I'm
feel me?
glad you
So.
clarified
So
that shit.
backwood for all you ignorant fucks. You feel me? You uncultured swine,
I'm about
such
to
as
say I'm
yourself.
mad you said that shit, but I'm glad you clarified that. 'Cause niggas,
hmm
he's riding the wood. What the fuck? What am I tuning
Said
into? The
rolling the wood.
afterthoughts, nigga. That's what you tuning into. I'm
Yeah.
smoking this motherfucking platinum Hulk, and I got some of this designer mints sprinkled in this shit. This
Okay.
shit lovely. Like this shit.
I hear that,
Oh
nigga.
my
Voice just
god.
picked up a different decimal, nigga.
Yeah, this shit. Pressure.
Pressure.
Nah, but yo, niggas was kicking it. We had a great gaming segment, and we just wanted to kind of expound on that whole shit. Just try to, you know, give some listeners, younger listeners. I found out a lot of younger kids, niggas in my family, do like to listen to this shit. So me and Tone was talking, and we just wanted to kind of talk about just different outlets out there. If you're not really a gamer or some shit, but you're looking for a space where you can kind of grow in. So niggas was just rolling up talking. Just wanted to give you niggas some information, yo.
hmm
Now you were saying, Tone, you was out at paintball this weekend, and what happened?
Came across some good brothers doing some good shit for the community. You feel me? Just taking the youth out and actually showing these. You feel me? Just I don't even want to call them niggas at this point. You feel me? Because this is some real
This is a nigga
sentimental
free.
shit. You
This is
feel
a
me?
nigga free episode. I'm with it. We
I
can be
wouldn't say
nigga
it's a
free.
nigga free
Let's
episode because
try, yo.
I'm a
Let's try.
spill and say nigga. I can't, yo. I can't hold myself to that promise, yo. I told my grandmother before she died, yo. I can't promise you that I'm gonna ever stop saying nigga.
Go ahead,
That's
Joe.
some real shit. You feel me?
Go ahead, Joe. It's the most
God
niggerish shit
bless
I
your
ever heard
soul. I
of.
love you.
Oh, my
You
dear
feel
grandmother,
me?
you ought to told my I never stop saying nigga. I never stop being a real nigga in these streets.
I can't. Well, not to that extent, but like it's just ingrained in my vocabulary. You feel me? But
Nah, I
it was
feel
a good,
you.
it was a good bunch of
We done
brothers.
took
You
too
feel
much
me?
not to say it, right? I tried for like a week. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm on my woke shit.
Man, nigga, fuck this shit. I'm gonna say this shit.
I ain't never
But
gonna say
even when
it
you get on
again,
your woke
yo.
and conscious shit, yo, you just be like, yo, these niggas is crazy.
A
You
nigga make
feel
you
me? You
mad
just
enough
slip
too,
up and
yo.
just say that.
A nigga make you
Exactly,
mad
yo.
enough.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, it's inevitable, yo, for me to ever say nigga. If I go to a different country in Spain or somewhere Spanish, it's negro. You feel me? Just me describing somebody black. In Russia, they straight up say nigger. You feel me? So it's shit like that. So it's like, man, fuck out of here, yo. You can't escape that shit, bro.
But nah, niggas just wild on me
So
high. Go ahead, let's get into it, man.
yeah, but not for nothing for real. You feel me? I met some good brothers out here that was doing good in the community. You feel me? Introducing the youth to combat sports in all varieties. You feel me? Just so they can get the anger and aggression out. You feel me? Especially being locked up in this pandemic and shit like that. You feel me? So like from when the dude was telling me his whole itinerary that he was taking these kids through boxing, MMA, paintball. You know, that's my alley right there. MMA used to be my field, but just all types of shit like that. You feel me? Like, and I thought that shit was cool for real, especially for the youth. Like, especially for Baltimore City youth. These kids that really don't got shit, rec centers and all that shit. Never had this shit. It's vital for real. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's amazing that you got good brothers out there that's showing niggas just a way to just alleviate some of that just tension and anger and pressure in a positive way through a mixed martial
Yeah.
arts or just through something where you exerting energy running up and down somewhere, a field or something like that. And if that's not that, like just helping out around the community and shit like that. I know I won't give no specifics, but because I think it is illegal. But I know this shop owner that has a shop or a grocery store, a little spot in the hood. It's black owned, and he actually
hmm
employs a lot of niggas around the way to walk around the neighborhood, pick up trash and all that other shit out of his own pocket, keep the neighborhood clean and all that shit. So it's a plethora, not a plethora, but it is some opportunities out there. It's just sometimes it's hard to get notified or You know what I mean? If somebody
Keep
could,
that momentum going.
not even the momentum, just like the kids, I feel like they don't know. Like, only thing we really knew was like, traditionally is when like you go to school and a nigga come there and be like, hey, we want to talk to you about this program we got at the school or some shit. Ain't a whole lot of shit that really go into the community where they door to door with it as much, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But that's good that you got brothers like that that's getting niggas out the bench and showing them different, you know what I mean? Like just putting their arms around these young kids and shit like that. I know you were saying that you was trying to possibly get involved with that. Would you think about maybe starting your own situation like that?
To be honest, that's something that I would possibly do, but like that's like later on down the line. You feel me?
You
When
got too much shit going on with your life right now.
I wouldn't even say that I got too much shit going on in my life. It's just a simple fact. Like I feel like for me right now, I'm still learning as I go. You feel me?
You don't know how
So
to
it's not
tell
that
them.
much.
I know
Yeah,
exactly what
so
you
it's
mean.
not that much that I could really teach the youth. You feel me? I could teach them, but so much. You feel me? But it's still so much game that I still gotta soak up. I can't really be a teacher. I'm still learning. You feel me?
You can learn and teach. Just gotta make
I
sure you
mean, yeah,
pulling one up with
you
you when
got
you go
those.
along. And I know you can because I see you do it. Like you said when you was talking to your nephews and all that other shit. Like it's a sense of like when niggas like you as an older entity, that means you're doing something right. You relatable and you giving niggas game. You
Yeah.
feel me? So I'm sure the dude that was doing it, he probably wasn't much older than us, right?
I'd say early 40s, probably late 30s.
Yeah, see, I feel like that's around a good time where you really can get in that and you can, you know what I mean? You should be, not should be, but you probably more settled in life where you can teach a
Should be
nigga
a
or
sage
provide
around that
something.
time. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you should be a Hokage by that era. Like, if you're not
Hmm.
you know what I mean, niggas, but it's just good to see, like I said, that there's people out there that's trying to help these kids find something throughout the pandemic and stuff like that. When you was telling me about that, I thought that was dope as shit.
Or shit. Like, I mean, like, cause I mean, when you look at it, like the whole grand scheme of things, like, I hate to get like too political on that shit, but a lot of
Mm.
shit is just designed for like black youth to fail for real. You feel me? Especially like out in this environment. Like, if niggas know what it's like to actually hear gunshots and actually not be phased by that shit, the niggas know what I mean. You feel me?
Right.
And it's just like when it's shit like that, yo, and it's actually good people out there actually taking the time out, taking that hard earned money. You feel me? That actually take these kids out and shit and actually showing them different lights and shit like that. Like, I don't know, like talking to these kids when I was on, I ain't gonna lie, I was coaching them with the paintball and tip for real. You feel me?
Uh huh.
And just talking to some of these kids and shit, just hearing what they interested in, it shocked me. Even though a lot of these little motherfuckers look like little motherfuckers I might got put hands on if I ever like run into in the street for real. But like other than that, yo, like they was just genuine, solid, good kids, yo. Like a lot of shit they was interested in was just shit that was reminding me what I was interested in. You feel me? One little nigga talking about he wanted to do Brazilian jiu-jitsu, actually be a nigga from Baltimore that put shit on the map. He want to be the Javante Davis of the MMA world, basically.
Oh man, that's dope.
I told that nigga like, yo, like I would full on support you. You feel me? Like on some real shit.
Yeah,
I
we
fucks with
need
shit
more
like
niggas
that.
that's like trying to
Yeah,
do shit like that too, yo. But like I like you never know what's a possibility until you get exposed to it, yo. And like
of course.
that's what it got to keep coming down to is like just kids got to be exposed to shit when they can get around some shit that ain't all directly in their environment. Like I don't know how the fuck I was able to like escape a lot of this shit through like going to field trips with like my church or like school or after school programs or summer programs. But I got to see a lot and I got the
Hmm.
opportunity to do a lot. And that shit always like just peg my mind like, yo, what the fuck? Like, is this what like I remember going like into caves exploring like the stalagmites and shit and just thinking like, yo, this is crazy that we this deep in the ground and this type of shit happening, but it just blew my mind that it was a
It's a
whole
part of
nother
this
world
world
out here.
out here.
Yeah, yo. And it was
Yeah.
just like as a kid coming from nothing, like you wouldn't like that shit don't even ping your fucking mind. Like you don't even think
Hmm.
about like shit like that. So for you to get out
Fall.
there and see it, like even when you on a journey to it, just being out there, like out that far into the county or some shit, or that far out in a different state or some shit, you just be like, yo, ah man, I'm in a whole different just place. Like I couldn't be further away from where I'm from.
Yeah.
But not only that,
We,
like I was like when you get a kid out and stuff like that, sometimes it just clicking to him like, yo, I don't gotta be myself. Don't nobody know me out here. I can be free. Like, you know what I mean? I can freely be myself out this motherfucker and explore it, like taking like kids to farms and shit like that. You see a spark in niggas once they get around certain shit.
that's why I damn people that always like try to shame kids for playing by themselves. Let that little nigga cook. You feel me? That little nigga cooking with some shit. Because I don't know, like, because when you by yourself, you force yourself to actually create your own type of fun. And when you see that type of like energy actually being done, you see the type of person that they can actually become. You feel me?
Yeah. But
Like it's
when you
kind of
do
it's
take
kind
like
of
you gotta
funny with that
sometimes
type.
remove them completely of the environment for that. Like you could take a
Yeah,
nigga out the element and still have him around a bunch of niggas and they follow the trend, you feel me?
that is true.
I done
That
been
is
on
true.
field trips where niggas and fuck some shit up while we was out there.
Oh, nigga, I remember. I don't know why the fuck they thought it would be a good idea to take a bunch of inner city youth to the fucking farm, like a bunch of seventh and eighth graders, yo.
We used to love going to the farm. That shit was always lit, like being
I
around the
always loved
animals
that
and
shit from
shit.
like elementary school and shit
Hell
like
yeah.
that. But like being around niggas,
And that
you
goes
feel
back to
me?
your whole isolation thing where like a nigga can just become themselves by being around themselves or just
Yeah.
not having the pressure of operating inside of the constraints of what they think they supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
You can yeah, you definitely can see a different person. Like that's like when you go to school and like as a young nigga or whatever, and like that peer pressure, like a nigga would be a whole different nigga. And you notice it's probably in high school when niggas was changing classes. Like a nigga in
Yeah.
one class versus a nigga in another class be a
It's two
total
totally
different
different
nigga, yo.
vibes.
Cause it's like he
And
not
that was
around niggas
me.
that he know.
That was me. I open up when I'm around motherfuckers that I know for real. Other than that, I'm quiet as shit.
But I bet you probably learned more in the whole not being around people you know in that different environment.
Yeah, in the spiel for real. Cause like once that separation came, it was just like I started paying attention in class, but then I started learning like, hold up, I'm not even learning shit in class.
The wildest shit I see from like elementary school all the way up until like the eighth grade. Me and my niggas always been in the same class. I don't know how the fuck they swung it, but literally me and all my best friends was in the same class. And the shit was wild because when we got to high school, all of us had the same classes too. But in the eighth grade, they decided to divide us all up because I guess they say we were too rowdy or some shit, too talkative or whatever. So they put us in different classes and we had to kind of operate in our own shit. And I realized immediately my grades shot up. I'm like, oh shit, damn, that's just the isolation of being by myself and all of that shit. It has to be because it was just like I don't really fuck with this person. I don't know this person. Ain't shit else to do but sit here and just listen to the teacher, I guess.
That is true.
But I guess kids don't really get that opportunity as much with all the with all the funding and shit being cut. And I don't even want to see what's gonna look like this year going back, but
I ain't
that
gonna lie.
and that's what really kind of
You gotta
like was
remove
like,
these
damn, that
kids from
nigga.
that phone too.
You think
That's the
so?
whole thing, and it's hell yeah.
The phone?
To be honest, yo, like like no bullshit, bro. The cell phone, I feel like is really poison to some of these kids, yo. Because in a way, it removes their cognitive abilities and intelligence.
I can't
You
say
feel
that.
me?
It just teaches them. I feel it teaches them another thing.
I would know, yo. Like a lot of these kids are like really slaves to the phone for
But
real.
it's
Like
adults that don't know how to work a phone.
it's adults that don't know how to work a phone. Yes, that is true. But I'd rather be a nigga who don't know how to work a phone versus a slave to a phone.
But you a slave to not knowing how to use technology though. Like niggas gonna pass you by. Like when niggas don't know how to use a computer or a phone, they're like, "Hey man, you gotta go online and fill this out." Niggas sitting there like, "Damn, I can't get a job."
I don't know. I don't mean no harm, yo. If you don't know how to fill out an application on your phone, yo, then it's just something wrong with you
It's
right
real.
now. You feel me?
It's real. Like I'm like that's a real thing.
Hey, my nigga, if you can't fill applications out on the computer or on your phone, yo, it's something wrong. That's how I feel. If you actually own that shit and you're not in like no type of financial
But in
like
reverse, though, if you
hold or
tried
some
to take
shit,
the kids and made them fill out on paper, they would know what to do. You see what I'm saying?
of
So it's
course,
like you
yeah.
just so you
I
can't.
mean,
That's what
but
I'm saying. You can't really
it's in
say
a
that.
way like let me ask you this, like, because let me ask you how you feel about this. Then, how do you feel about them actually removing the traditional clock from school? from the
And
learning
switching to a
curriculum.
digital.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that because it's like we such in a digital era of like time and shit like that. That's just how kids learn how to tell the time now. But
Now
that's like when they got rid of cursive writing and switched to computer classes. Like niggas needed to learn how to type versus learn how to do cursive.
that is true, but that's see typing is see I always had a indifference with cursive and all that shit for the simple fact like I never seen none of the adults that was teaching me cursive actually use cursive. You feel me?
Well, when you got the high school back in the day, everything, all your lessons would be in cursive.
I mean cursive. Yeah, I remember teachers used to get that spiel try to actually jam off in cursive, and being like only a few select kids that can read cursive, you can just see the frustration in the teacher's eyes when she's dealing with a bunch of kids that can't. You feel me?
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I was not here for this shit in the third grade when they was trying to teach me that cursive shit. I used to go to school every day,
Man,
say fuck that shit, sit in the back and just talk about Resident Evil 2. That's all
my
I did.
nigga,
I still was smart enough
growing
to
up,
pass, but my teacher wasn't really fucking with a nigga, so she
growing up in my
recommended I get
grandmother's
held back.
household, like no bullshit, bro. If I couldn't write cursive, that was the end of my life. Like my cursive was so good, my print was sloppy as fuck. But I will always write in print just because I felt comfortable.
Why your
You feel
grandmother
me?
make you write cursive so much? That's just
It's
how
that
she was
Creole
brought
shit.
up. Yeah, I can see
Like,
that.
you feel me? You know how them motherfuckers get down and shit. Old motherfuckers stuck in their ways and shit.
But these I guess that's a good thing. Like just if we could just keep trying to like keep our kids on board. I know I go a lot I be going into some people's houses and shit, and I be saying like they be having the computer set up, they be teaching their kids coding and all this other shit.
Hmm.
And it's like, yeah, why not, man? Like you won't always gotta rely on the educational system or all of that other shit to try to teach the kids or inform the kids. Sometimes it can be through the community or churches or just like, you know what I mean, some type
Hands-on
of,
experiences.
yeah, something
I feel
like
like hands-on experiences is what you. I don't know for us in the
we
digital
visual
age for
learners too.
molding in. Yeah, we're visual learners, but we're also hands-on learners. We're some of the few last like generations of hands-on learners. Like they actually, we can actually grab a fucking sledgehammer and not being a fucking construction worker, just go and actually work that shit. You feel me? Not receiving no proper training or watching a YouTube video. It's shit like that. Like shit that's what I meant by like cognitive intelligence. Like it's some shit that comes natural to human beings that I noticed that
You
the
think the
cell
cell
phone
phone is
generation
taken?
lacks. Yeah.
I did see like a little
MapQuest, for
girl trying
instance.
to, don't even get me started on MapQuest, yo. Oh,
MapQuest.
man.
Can you really pinpoint north from south?
I can't, I'm terrible with that shit. I'm so happy
Mm.
I got GPSs and shit.
Do you know? See, it's certain shit like that. Like, do you niggas know? Like, look for Mars to actually know a certain direction to point to. You feel me?
I
I ain't
think,
gonna drop the Easter egg on you
was it
niggas
grows to
because I
the
want
north
y'all
or some
niggas to
shit? Oh,
actually
damn, my
learn.
bad.
Oh shit, you already spilled it. You feel me?
My bad. I'm trying to check, nigga. I don't know. I don't know none of that shit.
Oh no, you got it. You got it.
I be knowing a little something shit. Like, you feel me? A little something,
That's
something.
that's what I'm saying. Yo, it's certain shit like that. But if you say it to like motherfucking 17 or 16-year-old and shit, they'll be like, huh? What?
How we go from
Nigga,
loving
who?
the kids to trying to shit on them now? That's crazy.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. It's good that we got programs like that. You
Nah, we
feel me?
did. And for the young
Because it,
listeners and
it
shit like that, it's important to like know like I can't think of like the exact term for it, but like if a nigga drop you in a room and say get out this room, can you get out? That's like that knowledge is different.
yeah.
Like a
Hey,
nigga say, look, man, we gonna
what can
drop
you
you off
look in
on the
that room
corner.
to actually use to get out?
Like all of that shit. I don't. Yeah, I see what you're saying when you say niggas lack that type of shit.
Because when you think about it, yo, like if a nigga actually drop you in a room and say, yo, we about to send 5 niggas in this bitch with baseball bats, whatever you got inside this room is your weapon. You gonna really start thinking around for that 30-second grace period. I can use this. I can take this. I can put this. All right, bet. You feel me?
Nigga
You
get
gonna be
the
somewhat secure.
busting the window out and wrapping his
Hmm.
t-shirt around some glass. Like, oh, this nigga said 5.
Say no more.
Get up behind this door, poke these
Let me
two
rip
first
this
niggas.
t-shirt. This nigga got bleed. I'm gonna fucking use this t-shirt to parry the bleed, hook his hand. You feel me? You start
Hey,
thinking
these
some crazy
these
shit.
kids that fucking throw a cell phone at you or something, nigga.
Hey, exactly. And you got that phone for that one use. And a nigga can dodge.
That'd be, oh man, nigga be hella hurt. You throw the phone, he
But you
weave that
gonna
bitch.
Google yo survival situation. I'm stuck in that house. I got 5
Something,
assailants
yo.
coming
We gotta
after
shoot
me.
these niggas
You
some type of
YouTube
bail,
this
yo.
shit, and then fucking Nazi zombies pop up as your damn solution. You gonna try to kite a nigga around the couch? Fuck out of here.
That's another option. Get these like a lot of kids should get into gaming and shit. Since we
Oh
giving
yeah, for
information
sure,
and shit out there like that, but
for sure. This gaming shit is hot.
that shit hot as fish grease.
Mm-hmm. But I ain't gonna lie, kids. You gotta be nice though, that nigga.
Ain't
Cause
a nice
I'm
part
a whole.
about it. It's a lot
You
of
gotta be either
barriers.
nice or entertaining.
Even being
Nice or
nice or
entertaining.
entertaining like won't get you there. It's a lot like that'll get you there, but then you also need work ethic. You need
Mm-hmm.
consistency. You need knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and sell all types of shit. But if you willing to put in the work, go for
Cause
that
you,
shit, man. Don't let nobody
yeah,
tell
for
you you
real.
can't. Like if that's something you want to do, and that we caught a lot of that shit coming up where like niggas couldn't see past what we could see. A nigga hit me with an analogy like, and that shit blew me up. But he was like, for us growing up, in we went into the corner store, right? And we
Mm-hmm.
seen the candy bars in the jar, and we assumed that was all the candy bars in the store. These kids now they get
Mm.
their candy bars from online, so to them the candy bars is infinite. So for them growing up, everything is infinite. So your brain, your all that shit should be on 10, yo. You can do whatever. Like you watching it right before you growing up, and the niggas is doing whatever and become
Yeah, I
whatever.
can't. I can't really appeal to that for the simple fact nothing is infinite. You
I'm
feel
saying
me?
in a
Yeah,
sense of like,
energy is infinite.
I'm saying in the sense of just if you think about where we was as kids looking at that versus
Oh
them
yeah,
ordering
yeah,
shit
yeah.
online, like they don't think, oh, I can only buy a certain amount of candy bars. Like you look at the jar, it's 5 candy bars. You're thinking, oh, they only got 5 candy bars left.
That's what I'm saying.
Them, they go
But
online,
sometimes
they click
you need that
quantity.
level and you need that cap. You feel me? It's in graduate steps. Because in a sense, before we came up to actually be blessed to actually have phones and shit like that, we went through the graduate steps of actually not knowing what it's like to have a phone. We got phones by the time we actually developed a sense of self and consciousness. You feel me? Teenagers and shit like that.
Yeah, I get you saying. Now these little niggas, they
You
be having phones in middle school.
you can't tell shit to a exactly. You can't tell shit to a motherfucker that had a phone that had a chirp at the age of fucking 5 or 6. You feel me? You can't tell shit to a little nigga like that.
Well, that's true. Like, I just love how we started off. Yeah, man, we gotta get these little niggas. Now y'all little niggas don't know
But
how
that's why I
to.
said, yo, I love what the dude
I
is
love this
doing
show,
because
yo.
he's taking the phones away from the niggas. You feel me?
Yeah,
And
and
he's
putting them
putting
out
them
there.
inside
Yeah,
these real environments. You
yeah.
can't if you getting shot at in some real shit like in the battlefield. If some of these little niggas really want to go to the army, which some of them do, you feel me? If you getting shot out in the battlefield, you can't have your phone out. You feel me? You ain't thinking about Instagram. You ain't thinking about Facebook. You thinking about your battle buddy and the other nigga down the line shooting at you. You feel me? You thinking about shit like that. When you in a fight in a scuffle for real, you shouldn't be thinking about niggas recording you, cause then that's how you get fucked up. You should think about that one-on-one situation where you really gotta handle that nigga. You feel me?
I get what you're saying. That is dope. That again, shout out to that dude that he taking time out his day and everything like that. We need more of that. I won't say I'll do it, but maybe when I get up there in that age or something like that, and I'm solidified and shit like that, where I can provide an opportunity for the kids and shit, I definitely double back and try to put something together because I think that is a dope thing. That's something that we got to start doing as the older generation and shit like that. Let's not be that other generation that don't fuck with that other generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and that's on both ends. These little niggas got. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of the little niggas I be running, they be mad humble, yo. Like these little niggas, you can talk to these niggas, yo. Like these
I
niggas don't
mean,
be on a whole
yeah,
lot of bullshit, yo. Humble
they
little
don't.
niggas,
You
yo.
feel me? But but in a way, I feel you all the way 100%. You feel me? Because little niggas don't really just don't be on no fucking reckless shit. You feel me? But like, what I mean by that is just like, yo, like in a whole grand scheme of things, you feel me? It's just so few. Yeah, we
Yeah,
got so few
it
humble
is. It's
ones. You
something
feel
about.
me?
It is
But
a lot of dickheads. You
you
right.
just got yeah, you just got to reach them. I mean, cause like it's basically first two jobs that you probably had catching a bus and shit. You feel me? morning shift. You don't want to catch the morning shift bus because you gotta deal with the fucking dickheads that go to high school. You feel me? It be
Right.
shit like that. But it do be little humble niggas that be on the bus too. They ain't with that shit. So it's just taking the good with the bad, but also trying to stay the bad to at least be decent.
Yeah. That's what everything in life though.
Yeah.
But I'm just happy, like I said, that you can kind of talk to these little niggas. But like, if you like, don't if you like, you know what I mean. The niggas above us, they kind of approached us on some whole, you know what I mean.
Mm.
They ain't know how to talk to niggas, yo. So it was like, I felt when we talk to them niggas, it's more so like an older brother situation and shit. And
Yeah.
niggas feel like they can relate to that more and shit like that. So I feel like niggas in our age bracket and shit like that, when we get a little older, it's gonna be our turn to do that shit, and we in a good space because I feel like the niggas that we gotta talk to, they listen a little bit.
I mean, but that only comes for Brad for so few niggas our age too. I mean,
Yeah, I
because
ain't saying for everybody.
I'm quite sure you did the child works, youth works programs and shit
Of
like
course,
that. You
hell
feel
yeah.
me? And you know how certain kids would treat a nigga if they smell weakness in you. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a jungle sharky shark type situation. Like you can't help
Yeah.
that. I be talking like ain't nothing I can do for that. Like, but I can give you
You
some
feel
insight
me?
and try. But as for me
You
stepping
can't
in
be
and
a
all that
shark with an
shit,
injured fin around a bunch of baby sharks, yo.
yeah, that's just something you personally got to learn and go through. Like, and I think that's how we try to talk to these niggas. Like, listen, bro, I can't give you the keys on how to do it, but this is what this situation is and all this other shit, and then you do
I
what you
can give
want.
you a blueprint.
Yeah, it's like, and then you do what you want, yo. Like, but this was gonna lead to, yo.
I think like shouts out to Jay-Z too, you feel me? For actually like I think cuz that's like the blueprint in itself. Like how he moved, you feel me? And how he gave niggas the game and the sauce to actually do that shit was just you can look back and just see the genius in that shit. Oh shit, we got a little quiet storm action.
You feel me?
Quiet storm
It's beautiful outside, yo.
blowing.
All right, while we at it, we gonna end this, but like, just look outside real quick, yo. Damn, you see that
I
shit?
know. Hell yeah.
Shouts out
It
to
looked like
Kobe, all that shit. R.I.P. Man, the God.
for sure. It's
Happy
raining on your
birthday.
birthday, God. You feel me?
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to. There's a couple. Gigi. Happy birthday to all my fellow August 23rd babies, man.
Real shit.
I'm gonna end this bitch before we get electrocuted. Niggas is old school. Gotta turn all the power off and lay down. Now I'm about to hop on the sticks. If you want to come game with niggas, you can find me at Agent Spliff on Xbox and Philip Graves on Steam. If you want to fuck with a nigga, Tone, where you at?
You hit me on the Xbox at motherfucking Black Ops 410, all capitals, you feel me? Activision account for that Call of Duty for all my PlayStation and PC niggas that want to get down with a nigga, you feel me? It's Yo Tone, all capitals with the space, you feel me? So just hit a nigga up. I'm on Clutch also at Yo Tone, so I'm active out here, my nigga. So
And you can follow a nigga, not follow, you can subscribe to a nigga's other YouTube channel at New Gene. New streams coming and all that good shit. I'm gonna have all the links and everything scheduled down here in the description for y'all so y'all can follow us, get on board, see what we doing, get tapped into the community and all that good shit. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, don't like, describe. Y'all do all the shit y'all do in the doobly doos. And we gonna see y'all next week. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Oh, Tone, close us out.
yes, y'all. Closing statement. I just love that thunder and that rain, you feel me? So I'm gonna just play off this,
That
you feel
passion,
me?
yo. That's how you know niggas coming, yo. New birth.
Quiet Storm. This is Tone and Camo signing out on WJZ 95.9, the Two Ninjas Kickback Station. Chico, your girl just called. She said she loves you. She wants you to come home soon.
Come home, Chico.
Come home, Chico.
Peace and love.
Maria, I miss you.